Welcome back to the Grand Slam channel. Today is Friday, September 5th. Usually it should be Flex Friday, but we do have that payout boost. We got a full day of sports. We got one NFL game between the Chiefs and Chargers. We got a full slate of MLB. We got, I believe, 3 WNBA games as well, and 3 or 4 college football games. So a full day of sports, not including tennis, soccer, and all those. But let's get started. I'm probably going to offer one or two picks for each sport. I also like college football today. There's two picks that I like for today's game. And first one I'm going to mention is going to be Lacey. Colin Lacey. Receptions, receiving yards, and fantasy score are my top three options. I'm going to lean towards a fantasy score at 11.5. Should be a high scoring game. Colin Lacey's number one, number two receiver for Louisville. So I'll be taking his fantasy score. Receptions and receiving yards are also in play. Next up for college football is going to be George Pettaway, and we'll be taking his rushing yards at 38.5. I do think it's going to be a high scoring game. It's going to be mostly in the air, but 40 yards, I think he can get 39 yards. Even though it's going to be a high scoring game, he should be able to get 39 yards in this one. Obviously, past 5 from last season, he's gone well over. So we're looking at 39 yards here. I think he can get that. So I'll be taking the over on George Pettaway's rushing yards. And those two are my favorite for college football. But let's head on over to WNBA. Hamby is my main focus. Unfortunately, they just moved up her defensive rebounds as the number one most popular play. Take the Gabi 5.5. If you're pairing it, take your double up. But I do think Hamby will get about 8-9 rebounds. She just played the Atlanta Dream. She had 9 defensive rebounds. She had 7, which is a big reason why it's the most popular play. I think it's going to get bumped to 5.5. So this is a good option too if you want to take Hamby. But I'm just going to roll with her Gabi rebounds and play it safe with my payout boost. Obviously, if it was protected play like the usual Fridays for prize picks, I will be taking the defensive rebounds. But with this one, I'll be taking the Gabi rebounds. Another one I do like is Kelsey Mitchell. Points, I took her on sleeper. I took her at 15, able to lower the line. Brianna Jones, taking the points, lowering the line on sleeper, but I do like her line here at 21. I know it's the most popular tab, but the matchup is there. I mean, she just had 29 against the Sparks. She's been trending up against some pretty decent opponents. The Sparks, I think she can have her way with them once again. Not sure if she's going to get to 29. I mean, she may surpass that, but I have her somewhere in the mid-20s. So points and rebounds. Unfortunately, those two are on the popular tab, but I mean, the matchups are there. Big reason why so. So let's head on over to MLB. Pitcher strikeouts. First one that pops to mind is Shane Smith, 3.5. Definitely taking that. I have him projected to get 4 or 5. And then we'll go to first inning runs allowed. Christopher Sanchez is going to have a big game. I think his fantasy score is probably best. But Miami can be pesty, so it's a big reason why I'm not targeting him. Pablo Lopez is coming off of injury, but 4 strikeouts. This is very low for him. Tough matchup going against KC. I'll take him next time. Coming off of injury list, so he's probably going to be on innings restriction or pitches. But 4 strikeouts. Let's head on over to first inning runs allowed. Favorite one on the board is David Peterson and Andrew Abbott. That is my favorite one on the board. So those are 2 for each sport. Let's clear the board and focus on NFL. And we're going to go straight to NFL first half. And this is a sneaky play. Lad McConkey, 2.5. This is going to get bumped to 3 or taken off the board. Main target for Herbert. I mean, come on. 2.5. I mean, he's got to get 3 in the first half. You can also look at his first half receiving yards, which is solid. I mean, he had a huge year last season. He's gonna have another one. So 2.5 reception. That is my favorite one for the first half. Rushing yards. We're gonna go with the rookie. We're gonna go with the starter, Omario Hampton. Rushing yards or rushing attempts. Rushing attempts is at 12, so it got slightly bumped. It was at 11.5 this morning. 12, taking it. I don't project to get in the mid 15, 16. Rushing attempts, fantasy score could also be in play, and rushing yards, because if you want to lower the line to 34, 39, I mean 29, I mean this is very doable. So Omarion, Lad McConkey, and Quentin. Another underrated player, Quentin Johnston, should be number 1, number 2 option for Herbert. As far as receivers, 22.5, I'm taking that. Should get more touches this season. Passing yards, Herbert, definitely taking him. 189, 179, you got different options. Regular lines at, wow, they don't have his regular line up yet. So 199, Mahomes always has a big game, 209. And that's it, that rounds up. Unfortunately, we took passing touchdowns yesterday. I mean, for Prescott and Hurts obviously ran it in. I mean, I should have seen that coming. I mean, that's what he does. But it was a defensive game in that game. It was a good game, 24-20. But unfortunately, a lot of slips did not cash. A lot of the discounts did not cash that Sleeper and other platforms had. So hopefully this game, I expect a higher scoring game here, especially in the second half. First one's going to be a defensive battle. But the second half, someone should break open. I do have the Chiefs winning money line, but it's going to be a close game. Chargers should be good this year. They should make playoffs, but obviously the Chiefs, I mean, they're the Chiefs. But those round up my top picks for NFL. Real high on these three, so hopefully they do come through. Mix and match. Pick your favorite. Gave you plenty of options across all sports. If you want all my exact same slips, including my so-called Flex Friday payout boost, I do have a Discord. The link is in the description below. Other than that, have a great weekend and see you guys in the next one.